Good evening. I'd like to call the City of St. Charles Government Services Committee meeting to order for Monday, June 28th, 2021. Please call the roll.
Here.
Here.
Here. Here. Yep. Here. Here.
Yes.
Here.
Thank you. Item 3, administrative, 3A and 3B, electrical reliability report, and the Natural Resources Commission minutes are both information only. If there's no questions, I'll move on. Item number 4 is the omnibus vote. Alderman Petrella.
Yes, I would like to move to approve the omnibus as presented.
Second.
That was moved by Alderman Petrella and seconded by Alderman Weber. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. Item 5, Police Department, 5A, a recommendation to approve parking lot closure for the Tri-City Health Partnership 20th Anniversary Celebration. Good evening. How are you?
Good. How are you? Yeah, so this is a recommendation to close Lot Q, which is that lot in the 300 block of Walnut Street, right behind the Tri-City Health Partnership for their 20th anniversary celebration. It's a short closure from 4 to 8 p.m. They'll be responsible for setting and taking down the barricades. And Police Department recommends approval of the closure of this parking lot for the 20th anniversary celebration, which is on August 21st. So happy to answer any questions if you have them.
Okay, are there any questions or comments?
I do. What are the events that are going to be taking place in the parking lot?
So it's a private event that is going to last just for a few hours. We have a representative from the partnership here. I'll have her come up and explain.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. We're going to have a couple of food trucks and speakers, a little bit of music. It's just a way for us to have some good entertainment and a nice idea for us to thank all the volunteers. So a lot of milling about, tours of the new building, so make sure everybody comes out and checks it out. So, pretty low-key. Cool.
Okay.
Thank you. Any other questions or comments? Alderman Payleitner?
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, I move to approve a closure of city parking lot Q for the Tri-City Health Partnership 20th Anniversary Celebration.
Second. Alderman Payleitner made a motion to approve, and Alderman Lencioni seconded that. Please call the roll.
Weber?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. That passes. Thank you very much. Item 5B is a recommendation to approve street and parking lot closures for the 2021 Sly Fox Half Marathon.
Yes, and this is a repeat event. This is taking place on Saturday, October 23rd, 2021, sorry. The closure is requested to begin at 4 a.m. On October 23rd. Specifically, the VFW parking lot and 3rd Street between State and Cedar will reopen at 11. We're requesting no parking on the west side of, no parking by police order will be posted 24 hours prior to that event on that street where there's parking on the west side. The North 3rd Street closure will allow for the staging of the race participants, which is expected to number between 900 and 1,100. 3rd Street from Cedar Street to State Street will remain closed until 11 a.m. No liquor will be involved in this year's event. There will be parking restrictions on Dean Street and on State Street between 3rd and Dean. We're going to have some advance notice of that parking restriction, and upon approval, the Sly Fox organizers have agreed to notify the residents and businesses that would be affected in that area. The message board for the parking restrictions will put out in advance for that as well. So again, this is a repeat event. Starts on 3rd Street, goes down State to Dean, out into the county area, and then back. Happy to answer any questions on that.
Any questions or comments? Alderman Payleitner.
Yeah, a quick question. You said after approval, they'll go out and notify the people on the route. Is that usually how it's done? I thought it was just the opposite.
Yeah, I think they have done notice in the past before, and allow for people then to show up for public comment and that type of stuff. Yes, yeah, you're correct.
Okay.
It is a repeat event. It's gone off pretty successfully in the past.
Yeah, that helps. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Any other questions or comments? Is there a motion?
Move to approve.
Alderman Petrella made a motion to approve.
Second.
Alderman Wirball seconded that. With that, please call the roll.
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you, that passes. Item 5C, a recommendation to approve street and parking lot closures and use of amplification equipment for the 2021 Fox Valley Marathon.
Chairman, before we consider this, due to a historic commercial relationship supporting this event, I need to recuse myself.
Okay, thank you. Alderman Lencioni will recuse himself.
Okay, this is also a return event, obviously. It's the 12th annual Fox Valley Marathon. It's proposed for Sunday, September 19th, with the kids marathon event the day before on Saturday, September 18th. The only major change is to remove the 1.2 mile run walk and add a 5K run walk. That's with the kids. The race event begins at 6:50 a.m. on Sunday, the 19th. Begins and ends here in St. Charles. Begins on First Street and ends on the Illinois Street Bridge. The Illinois Street between 31 and 2nd Avenue will be closed from 5 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Sunday, September 19th. And portions of Prairie Street, Route 25, and South First Street will be closed, as depicted in the packet and the original event application. That's basically from 2:55 to 3:45 p.m. on Saturday, the 18th, for the kids marathon, and essentially Prairie Street, the bridge, the same hours on Sunday. Once the race is underway, as it starts to come back, we close that Prairie Street bridge, and it stays closed until the end of the race. The event sponsors are also requesting the use of an application system at the start and finish lines for the duration of the events on both Saturday from 3 to 4 and Sunday from 6:15 a.m. to 2 p.m. The event sponsors were reminded by the Special Events Committee to keep considerations surrounding neighborhoods when utilizing the amplification in the early Sunday morning hours. The sponsors, again, will ensure advance notification and promotion is done in the downtown area, with special emphasis on a business directly along the closure route. Weren't able to have it last year, but again, this is a return event. I'm happy to answer any questions. Mr. Bixler from the race is here also, if there's any questions.
Any questions or comments from the committee?
Move for approval.
Second.
It was moved by Alderman Sakaitis and seconded by Alderman Bongard. Please call the roll.
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, thank you, that passes. And then last for the police department, item 5D, a recommendation to approve a resolution authorizing the disposal of surplus furniture owned by the city of St. Charles.
Yeah, so we have done an inventory of furniture left in the police department that we could not reuse. We did bring a number of items with us, but there are still quite a list of items there, which we'd like to declare as surplus and sell or donate as we can. We've been approached by Tricom Central Dispatch that they have use for some training tables and chairs in their training room. We'd like to make the we'd like to request the approval of the resolution declaring that property listed as surplus, and also with the request to be able to donate those tables and chairs to Tricom.
Okay, thank you.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Okay, That motion to approve is from Alderman Weber and seconded by Alderman Lencioni. Please call the roll.
Weber?
Yes.
Gutierrez?
Yes.
Kaler?
Yes.
Bonner?
Yes.
Bancroft?
Yes.
Lencioni?
Yes.
Estrella?
Yes.
Wirball?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. That passes. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Item 6, Public Works Department. 6A, a presentation of Illinois Municipal Utilities Association Scholarship Program finalist Riley Trendler. Good evening, Peter.
Good evening. On behalf of the Public Works Department and the City of St. Charles, I'd like to congratulate Riley Trendler, who just graduated from St. Charles North High School, for being awarded a $1,000 scholarship by the Illinois Municipal Utilities Association, otherwise known as IMUA. To present the award, I'd like to introduce Ed Kobau to the podium. Ed is the State Association Services and Communications / Safety and Training Director from IMUA. That's a long title, Ed. So I'm proud to serve on the board of IMUA and IMEA, and I'm glad that we're able to support local students like Riley with these types of awards. So again, congratulations, Riley, and we wish you the best as you go into your freshman year at the University of Illinois, where he'll be studying nuclear engineering. And just as a reminder to Riley, the Public Works Department will be hiring in 4 years from now, so please look us up. Ed.
Thank you, Peter. Good evening, members, Mayor Vitek, members of the St. Charles City Council. As Peter said, one of my titles and job responsibilities is coordinating our scholarship program. It's been in effect for the past 20 years. I'm very proud of the fact, first of all, I appreciate the City of St. Charles' ongoing support, not just of the program, but of our association itself. This year we had 60 entries in all submitted from about 29 different member municipalities. I'm very proud of the fact that Riley Trendler's essay not only got the 4th highest number of votes from the judging panel, but City of St. Charles has the highest participation rate. St. Charles East, St. Charles North, and those are the two. I don't know, I can't recall if there are any private schools, parochial schools, but the highest participation rate in the 20-year history of the program. On top of that, added to that, Riley represents the 7th winner from the City of St. Charles in our nearly 21 years history. So with that, I'd like to congratulate him. And as such, ask him and his parents, Tracy and Justin, to join us and Peter up here, and Mayor, in the presentation of the award, and then a photo. And any of you are welcome to join us as well. Congratulations. You deserve it. You earned it. Well earned, well written essay. And formal. There's your chance. If we could. Okay. We'll step off to the side here. I'll come on the end. No, it's a quarter bomb. Really? Yeah, right. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Item 6B, a recommendation to approve construction contract for Prairie and Riverside guardrail replacements. Good evening.
Good evening. Tonight we present a contract to replace guardrail, like you said, at Prairie Street and Riverside Avenue. As you can see in the pictures in your packet, the guardrail is rusting through and reaching the end of its useful life. I do note that we did only have one bidder on this project, but it has someone who's worked for the city in the past. They're actually a subcontractor on 7th Avenue Creek right now as well, and they typically provide competitive pricing. So from that perspective, we're pretty comfortable with the bid we got. And one thing I do want to note is that we are going to be replacing with a galvanized guardrail, which is corrosion resistant and will provide a longer useful life. With that, is there any questions I can answer?
Will the residents be notified that are adjacent to where that guardrail is?
We certainly could, yeah.
Okay, that would be great if we could do that.
Sure.
Thank you.
Any other questions, comments? With that said, is there a motion to approve?
So move.
It was
Second.
moved by Alderman Wirball, a second.
Second.
Second by Alderman Petrola. Please call the roll.
Weber?
Yes.
Titus?
Yes.
Wheeler?
Yes.
Breimer?
Yes.
Bancroft?
Yes.
Monticelli?
Yes.
Stroller?
Yes.
Wirball?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Item 8, an executive session. We do not have one this evening, I believe. And with that said, are there any additional items from the council or the committee? From staff? And then also, Mayor Vitek is going to come up and make a statement.
Good evening. Just so everyone's aware, this evening we shared a statement on the city's social media outlets, also with the media, and on our website, and I'd like to read that statement into the record as well. I want to address the incident that happened this weekend. Like many who have reached out to me, I was shocked that something like this happened here in St. Charles. Let me be clear, we do not condone any acts of violence in our city. I am grateful for the tireless efforts of the men and women in our police department. They have been working around the clock, and they are here this evening, even so, and succeeded in placing a suspect in custody and filing charges within 24 hours of the incident. Thank you, Chief Keegan, and the entire St. Charles Police Department. And thank you to all the first responders for their quick actions on the scene. As Liquor Commissioner, I have enacted an emergency closing of the Trilogy establishment and suspended their liquor license effective June 28th at 4 p.m. In addition, I have called for the owners of Trilogy Entertainment to appear before an emergency hearing of the Liquor Commission to be on June 30th at 8 a.m. to determine if further actions are warranted. Please know that the Trilogy applicants were vetted following the same established process we utilize for every liquor license applicant. We performed comprehensive background checks, met with both the owner and partner, and stood before the Liquor Commission and City Council. We also can say that there were no prior incidents that could have served as a warning to the events that eventually unfolded this weekend. I know, our public, residents, and all of you feel anxious and frustrated, and we all want answers and action. But please remember, this is an ongoing criminal investigation by our police department and the other law enforcement agencies involved. There is a process that needs to be followed to make sure those responsible are held accountable. Lastly, I ask you to remember that this was a tragedy. Innocent people were hurt and a life was lost. Our thoughts are with all who were affected by this incident. We will continue to share information as the investigation unfolds. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, any additional comments from the committee? If not, is there a motion to adjourn? That motion was made by Alderman Weber. Is there a second?
Second.
And that was seconded by Alderman Lencioni. All in favor for adjournment, say aye.
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 Okay, this meeting's adjourned. Thank you.